Today we study Genesis chapter 16, verses 1 to 16, the birth of Ishmael. This passage shows us what happens when God's people move ahead of God instead of waiting on Him. The main characters are Sarai, Abram, Hagar, the angel of the Lord, and Ishmael. God had promised Abram a seed, but the promise seemed delayed. Sarah looked at the problem through human reasoning, not through faith. Abram listened, and Hagar became part of a plan that was not born from God's promise, but from impatience. This chapter teaches us a deep lesson for the new man in Christ. The moment a believer takes his eyes away from God's promises, he becomes vulnerable to unbelief. Fleshly solutions may look reasonable, but they always produce suffering. Ishmael was born, but peace was lost. The key word in this chapter is despised from Genesis 16 to 4. When Hagar conceived, she despised her mistress. This shows us that fleshly actions always disturb relationships. The old nature brings pride, conflict, and pain, but the new man in Christ is called to humility, trust, and obedience. One strong verse is Genesis 16:13, where Hagar says, "You are the God who sees me." Even when people fail, God still sees, cares, and speaks. This is grace. The angel of the Lord met Hagar in her distress, reminding us that God does not abandon people, even when mistakes are made. The striking truth is this: God promises, faith believes, hope anticipates, and patience waits. Hebrews 6:12. Yet the human heart prefers action over waiting. Waiting feels weak, but in God's eyes, waiting is strength. For the new man in Christ, this chapter teaches us to live by faith, not by haste. God's promises never fail, but our impatience often creates unnecessary pain. When we trust God fully, we walk in peace. When we rush ahead, we walk in trouble. Let us learn to wait on God, trust His timing, and live as new men in Christ, not by fleshly devices, but by faith in His unfailing promises.